Hanoi Old Quarter, the beauty you don't expect. Hanoi Old Quarter is not a place that tries to be beautiful. It does not follow modern rules of design. It does not try to impress visitors at first glance. Its beauty is old. Its beauty is lived in. Its beauty has been shaped slowly, by time, by people, and by everyday survival. Hanoi Old Quarter is one of the oldest continuously inhabited urban areas in Vietnam, with a history that stretches back more than 1,000 years. From the beginning, this area functioned as the commercial heart of the city, where craftsmen, traders, and merchants settled to serve the royal citadel and the growing population around it. Over centuries, the Old Quarter evolved naturally, shaped not by formal urban planning, but by daily life, trade, and adaptation. One of the most distinctive features of the Old Quarter is its traditional street system, often referred to as the 36 streets. Each street was historically associated with a specific craft or product, such as silk, silver, paper, or bamboo. While many of these traditional trades have changed over time, the street names remain, preserving a living record of the area's economic history. This organic development created a dense and interconnected network of narrow streets that still defines the character of the Old Quarter today. Architecturally, the Old Quarter is best known for its tube houses, a unique form of urban housing shaped by historical land taxation policies. In the past, taxes were calculated based on the width of a building's facade, encouraging residents to build narrow fronts that extended deep into the plot. As a result, many houses appear thin and tall from the street, while hiding complex interior layouts that include courtyards, skylights, and multiple layers of rooms. These features were carefully designed to allow light, air, and water to circulate through the home in a dense urban environment. The architecture of the Old Quarter also reflects centuries of cultural influence. Traditional Vietnamese elements such as wooden beams, tiled roofs, and inner courtyards coexist with architectural traces from the French colonial period, including balconies, shutters, and decorative facades. Rather than replacing older structures, these styles often blended together, creating buildings that tell multiple historical stories within a single facade. Unlike modern cities built according to strict plans, the Old Quarter grew through continuous use and adaptation. Buildings were repaired, extended, and modified by generations of families, resulting in walls marked by time, uneven rooftops, and facades layered with history. This gradual transformation gives the area its distinctive, lived-in appearance and explains why no two buildings feel exactly the same. Walking through the Old Quarter is not simply an architectural experience, but a journey through the social and historical memory of Hanoi itself. Life in Hanoi Old Quarter moves to a rhythm that feels unfamiliar to many visitors at first, yet deeply fascinating once observed closely. It is a rhythm shaped not by schedules or digital clocks, but by habits repeated over generations. In the Old Quarter, life begins early. As the sun rises, the streets quietly awaken with the sound of brooms sweeping sidewalks, metal pots clinking, and vendors preparing their first meals of the day. Mornings are practical and efficient, yet calm, offering a brief moment of softness before the city grows busy. People in the Old Quarter live close to one another, both physically and socially. Homes are narrow, stacked vertically, and often shared by several generations of the same family. Daily activities extend beyond private spaces and spill naturally into the streets. Sidewalks become dining rooms, meeting places, and work areas. This openness creates a lifestyle where interaction is constant and community is unavoidable. Neighbors know each other's routines, faces, and voices, forming bonds built through everyday familiarity rather than formal relationships. One of the most distinctive aspects of life here is adaptability. Residents of the Old Quarter are accustomed to sharing space. Streets serve multiple purposes at once: transportation routes, markets, social spaces, and work areas. People adjust continuously, stepping aside for motorbikes, rearranging tables as crowds grow, and negotiating space without confrontation. This unspoken cooperation allows the area to function despite its density and constant movement. For visitors, the lifestyle of Hanoi Old Quarter offers more than a cultural observation. It reveals a way of living that prioritizes connection over convenience, resilience over comfort, and shared experience over isolation. To truly understand the Old Quarter is not to rush through its streets, but to slow down, sit among its people, and allow its rhythm to guide you. Food is at the heart of daily life in Hanoi Old Quarter, not as a luxury or trend, but as a natural part of the street itself. Here, eating is not something that happens behind closed doors. It happens openly in public view, woven directly into the movement of the city. Small food stalls appear at every corner, each one serving a specific dish perfected over years of repetition rather than constant change. One of the most iconic meals in the Old Quarter is bun cha, traditionally enjoyed at lunchtime. The sound of meat sizzling over charcoal fills the air, drawing people towards small eateries tucked into narrow streets. Diners sit close together, sharing tables and space. There is no formal atmosphere, no separation between locals and travelers. Everyone eats the same food in the same way, creating a rare sense of equality through shared experience. Cafe culture in the Old Quarter offers a different pace. Cafes are often hidden inside old buildings, accessed through narrow alleys or steep staircases. These spaces feel removed from the noise below, yet remain deeply connected to it. Sitting by a window or balcony, visitors watch the city move while sipping strong Vietnamese coffee. Egg coffee stands as one of Hanoi's most distinctive culinary creations. Rich, warm, and unexpectedly smooth, it reflects the city's ability to transform simplicity into something unforgettable. Drinking egg coffee is rarely rushed. It is a moment of pause, a chance to observe rather than participate. What makes food in the Old Quarter truly special is not complexity, but context. Each dish is tied to a specific time of day, a particular street, and a familiar routine. Eating here is not about discovery alone, it is about belonging. For many travelers, food becomes the most direct way to understand the Old Quarter, not by tasting something new, but by sharing in something deeply lived. In Hanoi Old Quarter, food is not just consumed, it is lived, observed, and remembered. Hanoi Old Quarter is not defined by a single landmark, but by a collection of places that together form the cultural and emotional heart of the city. Walking through this area is itself an experience, yet within its narrow streets are key sites that help visitors understand the history, beliefs, and daily life of Hanoi. One of the most important landmarks near the Old Quarter is Lan Kiem Lake, a peaceful space that offers contrast to the busy streets surrounding it. Early in the morning, locals gather here to walk, exercise, and practice, creating a calm atmosphere that feels deeply personal. Traditional streets also serve as destinations in their own right. Streets such as Hang Gai, Hang Bak, and Hang Ma preserve traces of the Old Quarter's commercial heritage. While modern businesses now dominate, these streets still reflect the structure of the old guild system, where each area specialized in a specific craft or product. Exploring these streets allows visitors to experience the layered history of trade and craftsmanship that once defined the city. For those interested in local culture, Dongsun Market offers a deeper look into everyday commerce. As the largest market in the Old Quarter, it functions as both a shopping destination and a social space. Finally, the walking streets that appear on weekend evenings transform the Old Quarter into a shared public space. Without motorbikes, the area becomes more accessible and relaxed. Street performances, local games, and casual gatherings bring together residents and visitors alike, offering a lively yet welcoming atmosphere. Together, these places form a living museum rather than a fixed itinerary. To explore Hanoi Old Quarter is not simply to visit landmarks, but to move through spaces where history, belief, and everyday life continue to coexist. This is Hanoi Old Quarter. Old, crowded, alive. This is Vietnam in motion.